Hello, my name is Pablo Garcia, and today I'm going to talk about the types of speech delivery. So, there are four types of speech delivery, and these include impromptu, manuscript, memorized, and extemporaneous. So, starting off with impromptu. Impromptu is when you have little time to prepare for a speech and you just have to get it done in the fastest way possible. You just go out there and just improvise in a conversational tone. So you don't really prepare for it. You just go out there and do what you can. And the pros to this is that it's casual, it's spontaneous. So you can just come up with things as you go on to add to your points. And it also has a conversational tone, which can engage your audience and make them feel like they're actually a part of a conversation. The cons of this is that your main points will probably not get as emphasized as you would want them to be, because you're not going to have that much time to research about them or to, you know, formally structurize them in a way for them to actually come out the way that they should in a speech. The second type of speech delivery is manuscript, and with manuscript, it is a carefully prepared speech, usually that's formal, and this type of speech is already prepared for you, so you just read off of it basically. And the pros of this is that the speech is already written, so the ideas of your topic are going to be clear, and they're going to be informative. They're going to have precise information backing them up, so you don't really have to worry about the information part of it. The disadvantages of it is that it's not flexible, so you're just reading off of it, and it's not, spontaneous. So you're just basically reading off of what you have there, and you're not adding on to it as you go on. The third type of speech delivery is memorized. And with memorize, you formalize and write a speech and you memorize it for yourself to tell it to your audience. So the pros of this is that, you're going to have full contact with your audience. You're going to always be looking at them. There's a lot of eye contact because you're not reading off of anything. There's no notes or anything. You have everything memorized. Those are the pros of that. The cons is that, there's times where you may forget a certain point, or you might, you know, mix up certain parts of the speech and put them way too early or way too late, say them in different parts where you would have them in the speech. And you could also get nervous, which would cause you to forget and stumble, and it could really like make your speech iffy in that case, if that were to happen. And the final type of speech delivery that we will be using in our speeches is extemporaneous speech. And this speech is a well prepared speech. There's research done here, there's practice of delivery, and it's clearly organized. And the main thing about this one is that you have your notes, but it's in between reading off of something and going off of spontaneity. So you have main points there in front of you to read off of, but you're just going to go off of what you know and what you've researched and how you've practiced. So it can be in a conversational tone, but at the same time you're not missing your main points. So the pros of this is that the main ideas are focused and you're going to have that conversational tone. So your audience is going to be more engaged with you, and your main points are going to be hit because you're going to make sure you hit them based on the notes that you have in front of you. And the cons of this is that it's going to be tough to find like a middle ground, because you don't want to have too much information on your notes, but at the same time not have too little. That can cause you to, if you have too much information, it can cause you to read off of it too much, or if you have too little, it might, cause you to stutter a little bit. And those are the four types of speech deliveries.